Hey folks, I'm Scott Moore, Associate Professor at Michigan's Ross School of Business. Today I'm going to talk about class posts. These are a really important part of your class and how you contribute and how you participate and how you basically show that you've learned things and how you teach other folks in the class so that they do better on tests and in the class in general. So this is a big deal. We have to know what they are, and you have to know how to track them, how to find them, how to do all sorts of things with them. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, first, before I go through the process of how to use the website to create class posts and manage that whole process, I want to discuss sort of an overall view of what this whole class post process is like so that you understand what I'm doing when I'm working on the website. All right, let's get going. Before you start writing a class post, you're going to start with, of course, a brilliant idea that you've had. That's always the best place to start. Then, so you've just come up with the idea and you fleshed it out and you write just for yourself a private class post. You can draft this, save it, come back and work with it as much as you want. But the general idea is you've gotten some written and you've put it on the website, but no one else can see it. Then after you've worked with it a while, put it through this draft process, then you decide, hey, this is ready for review now. So then it becomes a public class post, but it's still not on the front page of the website because it's not ready for general public consumption. The idea is that other people can critique it and help you make it better. So then you can, after you get some critiques, you'll go through the revision process and generally just try to make it better and ready for final submission. And then once it's ready for final submission, then you publish it. And it becomes a class post on the front page of the website. This is the general process that you'll go through dozens of times throughout the semester, from idea to a private draft to a public reviewable, critiquable class post, then finally published on the front page. Okay, why would you want to do this? Well, sort of for the basest of reasons. You get points when you put it out for review. You get points actually when someone reviews it. And you get points when you then finally publish it. Besides that, the idea here is that you work on it yourself, then you get help from people in the class, professor, whoever it might be, and then you take that feedback and you make it better. So your final submission is better than it would have been otherwise. All right, so this is the basic process here. Now let's take a look and see how this looks on the website. Okay, now I'm in Google Chrome, and you'll see that I'm signed in as Brad E right now. Let's go back to the home page. And Brad wants to enter a class post. So over here on the side on the navigation, add content, class post. Shockingly enough, that's what you're going to do. So click on it, and it takes you to a page where you create the class post. So this is my awesome Google post, and I have some content already created. Yes, and it doesn't make any sense. So title, and then we're not going to enter a summary, no need to here, and then go down. You can enter all this kind of detailed HTML, but you don't need to. Tags, so I'm going to say Google, and then I'm going to keep it as draft for now. Okay, number of critiques, leave that alone. Then you say, okay, I want to preview it, and you can see there's the preview, there's the full page. Yes, it's Google. Yes, it's draft. I could go back and change it more, and I'm going to leave it at a draft. So I'm going to save it. So now we have this Google post. You can go back to the home page, and you'll see it's not there. Okay, so it's not there. For me, this would be here because it's mine. But if I go over to Michelle, that's who I am in Chrome right here. I'm Michelle T. Go back to the home page. Then I can look down, and I don't see Brad's post here. So let me go back to Chrome. So here I have this post, and it could be a couple days later that I'd come back to this. So I need to find it so that I can keep working on it. So I go under My Account, and then I look for Unpublished Draft Posts, and here it is. So I click on it, takes me to it, and I say I want to edit it. So here's the post. I can change the title if I need to. Oh no, what this needs really right now is definitely to be boldface. So I can click on bold, and now it's much better. Okay, so I've now made the changes that I wanted to save before putting it out, and I'm going to change this to for review, and I'm going to save it. So now I've earned my 10 points, and it's been updated. Good. So I go back to home page, and again it should be here, yes, because it's again recent content. And now I'm going to go back to Michelle, and I'm going to look for over here at the side class posts available for review. Click on that, and then here by Brad is this post with 0 critiques. Oh, let me explain what this 190 is and go back to Google Chrome where it's Brad. So if I click on this awesome Google post and it takes it to it, notice right up here you have 190. That's the ID of this to make sure that if we have two people that have written a post with the same title, that they're differentiated from each other. So 190, that's the ID of this node, so that to make sure you're talking about the same post. Okay, so here we are. This is for Brad, but we're going to go back to be Michelle, and here's this awesome Google post. Click on it. Sure enough, there it is. She can see it. But remember, it's not up here on the home page, so it's not generally available. Right? It's not for everyone to read. But if you want to type a critique of this, then now she can, since it's publicly available for critique. So click on critique. Let's say this is a nice job about Google. Class post. My awesome Google post, that's the one we want to write about. And then we say, all right, enter some information. Yeah, sure, you would do a much better job of this, and I'll talk about this in another video about what you enter here. I need to get some fake text, copy to clipboard, go back. There's some text, and save it. So now there's been this post critique written. Michelle has gotten points for writing a critique. Brad got points for having a critique written. That's to generally motivate him to leave the post available for a while. All right, so let's now go back to be Brad. So we can go to home page. Let's look at my my posts. So I can go under class posts. This is my awesome Google post. Sure enough. Now if I scroll down to the bottom, here's an associated critique about it. And then I can read about it, see what she wrote about my paper, my post, and I can take that information and do something with it. Oh, and just FYI, don't do anything with this total points. It doesn't really matter. I'll be getting rid of that soon. So there's that. So now if I'm going to go back to the post itself. So I'm Brad. This is the post. I've got a critique. I would generally wait for some more critiques to be written. And I'm going to edit it and say, oh, now responding to those amazing critiques that were written, I realize what I need to do is say, definitely. And that's the end. Okay, so that'll be how I'm going to change it. And now I say published. There it is. I save it. And if Michelle goes to the home page, here is Brad's awesome Google post. And Michelle and everyone else will now see Brad's post because it's been published and critiqued and revised and it's ready to go. And one final thing that we need to look at is how Brad can find the post that he's already published. So let's go back to Chrome, and Brad then can go to under My Account and click under Class Posts, and here is my awesome class post, and it doesn't have any comments. It's been published, and he can see all his posts that he's written. And that's it. So, what we've seen today is we've gone through the whole class post process, and now you should be ready to go. Get to work.